So Tuhon, where did this material come from? Where was the inspiration for it?
So these almost pretty much verbatim all come from Grand Tuhon. So these are techniques that I learned from him, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago or so. And I remember my training partner for the techniques was Jason Jones, Mandala Jason Jones. And I believe this was backyard training material that we did at the time. And so, yeah, it's a straight GT material.
How do you suppose he came up with this stuff?
I don't know. You know, he's between everything he learned from his grandfather growing up, and then things as in his adult years that he was able to create or glean from other sources. I don't know, but for me, it came from Grand Tuhon. Where he got it from, I would assume this is just, you know, traditional PTK stuff that he learned in his youth.
I mean, it adheres to, you know, universal principles that are, you know, familiar to grapplers and, you know, jiu-jitsu practitioners.
Yeah, absolutely. And anyone that actually is familiar with grappling dynamics, they pick this stuff up so much quicker because they don't make those little fundamental mistakes that someone that doesn't have that experience would make. And then I'm pushing down, and then I pull backwards, and then this is what I do for the control. I pull back, and I push down on his shoulder. Right now I'm pushing straight down on his shoulder because a lot of it is completely translatable, just dynamics of balance and position and control of limbs and whatnot. People that don't understand that stuff, you got to kind of go back and teach them that. But someone that's got a grappling background, it's like those things you don't have to reteach. It's just the nuances of doing these different stick-based techniques.
Right, so those nuances might be a matter of inches, you know, like, or a little bit of space where there shouldn't be space.
Yeah, exactly. And some of them are just kind of now learning how to, the advantages you have of having an additional part of your appendage, right? From two of those articulating points and now three, and that additional leverage that it gives you also. So right here, I could actually get the submission. Yep. Okay, sorry. All I did was this. Just kind of understanding those advantages and then being able to exploit them. So
we have a couple of jiu-jitsu black belts here.
At least a couple. Yeah, I know a couple that I know of. I know there's got a lot of jiu-jitsu practitioners, but at least 2 black belts. Yeah. Got to work through these. We went through a lot of techniques in an hour and a half. Okay, intentionally, I'm just trying to get some material out so that, again, you'll be able to review and train the stuff. We could have spent, you know, that whole time on just 1 or 2 techniques, but I wanted to get more information out so that at seminars I'll go faster than I might if I was trying to train the skills themselves, just so that you can have more material to work on in your regular training classes, and they love this material because it's just that's like the whole dynamic of adding a stick into the equation and just thinking through those advantages it gives you or disadvantages when your opponent has a stick. It's been fun for them. Work on it, okay? Just look for vulnerabilities and figure out the solutions. Okay, the more you do that, the more tight the techniques will become. There's no real non-counterable techniques, there's just less counterable techniques. That's a real thing. Less counterable is real, non-counterable is very difficult. No absolutes in combat, right? There's just increased probabilities, right? So, so that's the idea. All right, so let's go ahead and salute out. Go on. All right.